Hello, my name is Amanda, or you may know me by my stage name, Bugsy Monroe. Thank you so much for joining me on my introductory pole course, where I cover all of the basics of pole dancing. If you haven't already, please get yourself fully warmed up now. There's a warm-up choreography attached to this course, and you'll find others on my YouTube channel at Bugsy Monroe. It's extremely important that you're fully limber and ready to work hard before each training session. One of the first things I encourage my new students to do is just to practice walking around the pole. So it might sound simple, but there are a few things to think about when you're doing this. It's good to have your inside arm nice and high, but keep your shoulder down. We don't want to be all hunched up. So keep shoulders down, but relaxed. Tuck the tailbone under a little, and then leaning out slightly on the top arm, so our feet are angled slightly in toward the base of the pole. Just try to get comfortable. You might pick your knees up a little, kick your feet back. Just practicing moving in a relaxed way around the pole. You'll find that your top hand will slide down the pole a little as you move, so every now and then you might want to replace that top hand high, or another way of regripping is to pivot, bringing the outside hand up onto the pole. You'll be stepping on the inside foot. As the outside arm draws up, you can pivot and step through to carry on in the other direction. It's really important that you try everything that we do on both sides from the outset, so that you're not overworking your strong side and are confident performing with your non-dominant hand, so that your choreographies will flow smoothly wherever you find yourself in relation to the pole. Do join me now for some steps around the pole in your own time and your own style. Just remember shoulders down and back, chest up, tailbone tucked in. You might want to wiggle your hips, move your arm, whatever comes naturally to you and your body. When you're ready, let's try another move. So the next pole move that we'll try is a classic. It's known as the Bodywave. It's likely to feel a little awkward at first, but the more you practice, the easier and easier it will become until it's very natural. We'll start with one foot placed in front of the other, chest facing the pole. We'll bend the knees, so we start from quite a low position. The move is all about drawing the chest forward, up and over, and scooping back down and around. You can imagine that you're drawing a circle with your chest in the air. So we start by scooping up from the bottom of the circle, over the top, curling back down around. We're trying to create a continuous wave running from the chest down the length of the body. It will feel a bit awkward at first, most likely, but the more you practice, the more relaxed it will become. You can speed it up a little, or you could do a really deep, slow ones. And as always, we'll try that on the other side. So switching legs, switching arms. Again, nice and soft on the knees to begin, and then drawing that circle in the air towards the pole. Always keeping shoulders down and back as you come over the top. There is a natural curl as you come along across the bottom. That's all good. Just let your body follow from that action of the chest. And again, you might try some faster ones. And then some really nice, deep, slow ones. It's quite good if you have a mirror to be able to watch yourself doing this so that you can adjust a little based on what you see. You can do it off the pole, so it is something you can try in the bathroom mirror, just to check that it's looking fluid. But as I say, it will become much more relaxed over time. Do press pause here if you'd like to practice the Bodywave for a bit longer. Otherwise, let's learn our first spin. It's called the Fireman spin. I'll show you how it looks. So for this spin, we start with our inside arm nice and high. We're going to take 3 steps on our inside leg. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll draw our outside hand and our outside leg onto the pole with contact right in the middle of the thigh. Smoothly sink down and around the pole as your knees and the tips of your toes come together. Tuck your toes under just before you touch the ground and extend your legs before scooping up with the chest, just like we did in the Bodywave. In fact, in our choreography, we're going to continue into body waves from the Fireman spin. As always, do practice this move on both sides. So try with your left arm high, 3 steps on what is now your inside leg, your left leg. So 1, 2, 3, drawing arm and leg to the pole as you drift around, tucking toes under at the bottom, extending the legs and scooping up to finish into your body waves. Cool. Press pause here to try the Fireman spin a couple of times on each side. Don't overdo it, as we'll be returning to this spin at the end of today's session. When you're ready, I'm going to introduce the opening sequence to the choreography around which this course is based. It's set to Dusty Springfield's version of You Don't Own Me, and you can see the choreo in full on my YouTube channel, Bugsy Monroe. We start with our left hand up on the pole, our right hand on our hip, a slight bend in our legs. The right leg will be a little dropped a little further forward than the left, so that we can draw the right hip up and then sink it down. We'll do a series of these hip rocks to introduce the routine. You might let your shoulders kind of shimmy in a little. It's really with practice and repetition that this will feel more relaxed and comfortable. From here, as the vocals come in, we're going to perform a turn toward the pole. Keeping your knees soft, you'll step your inside foot towards the pole, bring your feet and hands together as you turn to face the pole, and then continue turning, opening out on the other side, transferring the weight to your new outside foot, and pointing the inside foot. Your outside hand is going to come forward. We're going to wag our finger. You don't own me. You can shake your head, look at your audience. We turn back in the same way by transferring our weight onto the inside foot, bringing the outside foot and hand around, and then opening out on the other side, pointing the inside foot toward the pole to finish. With this one, we'll also draw our outside hand high, and then we'll do a soft head roll as we draw the feet together. You can also bring your hips into this roll, so it will be a little kind of body wave in this direction alongside your head roll. The head roll should be really soft. Just let your head sink down to the side, curl it forward, and then a slight flick back. You'd never want to wrench your head back. That can be very dangerous for your upper spine and your neck. So always keep it really soft and relaxed. And again, bring in the hip a little if you like. Hello, Miso. Hello. Let's practice that sequence together with me facing the back so you can follow along. Starting with the hip rocks. 3, 2, 1. Step, face, pull, open. Step, face, pull and open. Head roll. Great. One more time. Hip rocks. 3, 2, 1. Step, face, pull and open. Step, face, pull, open. Head roll. Great. The next step from here is another turn toward the pole, but this one's a little different. We step the inside leg forward as before, but this time as our feet come together, our outside hand is going to be positioned up high. We'll continue that motion round until we can place the middle of our back against the pole, and from this point of contact we can spring our legs out to the sides in the ball change. So I'll just show that part again. We've just come out of our head roll sequence. We step together, outside hand up high, place the back, ball change. From here, we're going to come into a deep squat as we take our free hand down the length of the leg and then draw the knees together and come up hips first. Again, let's practice this part together from behind so that you can follow along more easily. Step, turning, ball change, squat down, knees together, hips leading up. And again. Step and turn, ball change, squat down, knees together, hips lead up. From this sequence, we'll be running straight into our fireman spin, followed by our body waves. Let's try that whole introductory passage together now, with you following along from behind. Starting with hip rocks. 3, 2, 1. Step, face, pull, open. Step, face, pull and open. Head roll. Step, turn to pull, squat. Fireman spin. Well done. If you've got the energy, let's try that again from the top. And hip rocks. 3, 2, 1. Step, face, pull, open. Step, face, pull and open. Head roll. Step, turn to pull, squat. Fireman spin. Excellent. The last move that we'll practice today is a step around the pole and then an underarm turn. The underarm turn is a little complex, so don't expect to get it straight away. If you do, fantastic, well done. But it's something that you need to practice usually. So I'll step around the pole, stepping the inside leg a little bit closer toward the pole than you might usually. We're going to hang from our inside arm as our outside hand comes in for support, while our outside foot reaches all the way round to meet the other. Transfer your weight onto this foot before bringing the feet together again on the same side of the pole. Let's try that together. Stepping inside foot and draw around, transferring the weight. Great. Other side. Inside foot, draw around. Cool. Once more on the right without me talking. And finally on the left. Fantastic. As you come out of the step around the pole, you should find that you have a good amount of momentum, which we'll harness for an underarm turn. I'm going to show you the underarm turn and then we'll break it down. It's a beautiful move. It requires a lot of coordination, so it will require practice to become fluid, second nature. So don't expect to get it straight away. You start with your inside arm high. You're going to take one step on your inside foot toward the pole. You're then going to turn to face the pole so that both feet are an equal distance from the pole, and your outside hand can come in to support you at that point if you'd like, with your fingers pointing down. From here, you're going to open the fingers of your top hand and let the knuckles roll one by one so that you keep constant contact with the pole as you turn under that top arm until you can grab the pole again on the other side. It is difficult to perform this move slowly. It's easier with a little bit more momentum. I'm going to show you on the left-hand side as well. So with your left hand high, stepping on your left foot toward the pole, turning to face the pole as your outside hand comes in with fingers pointing downward, open the fingers of that top hand and roll knuckle by knuckle as you draw round in the turn. This is a move that you can try without worrying about what the legs are doing, and that might be an easier way to get used to how the hand has to move. So you're going to draw the top arm down, open up the fingers, but keep constant contact against the pole. As you draw the thumb down, the knuckles pass one by one. Just step your feet around any which way until you can grab the pole again on the other side. Again, we'll try on the left. So bringing the hand down a little, opening up the fingers and then letting the pole roll until you can grab it again firmly on the other side. We'll try with a little momentum just in case that helps you. Inside arm high, stepping on the inside foot, turning to face, opening that top hand until you can grab on the other side. Let's try on the left. Stepping on the left foot, turning to face, opening the top hand, turning until you can grab. Please press pause here and try the underarm turn a few times on each side. If you need any reminders, do scroll back to the tutorials. Be patient with yourself. This move does require a lot of repetition to make its way into your muscle memory. When you've had enough, you can congratulate yourself because you've reached the end of lesson 1. We've covered a lot of the choreographic elements in this week, and we'll be adding to that with more conditioning, more spins as the lessons progress. Please now have a thorough cool down. This is really important to aid your muscle recovery, relaxing after all your hard work. You will, despite this, be likely to feel a little bit sore over the coming few days, so try to have nice hot baths, salt baths if you can, massage or foam rolling, just to help your body recover. I'll see you for the next session, for which I'd recommend waiting at least a few days, up to about a week. Bye for now.